Hopefully you guys enjoyed a little bit of our dancing. We're coming to you live on Facebook and Instagram Live. Creative Shop is a division within Facebook which really focuses on helping brands tell their stories on our platform. So that includes Instagram, of course, but it also spans Oculus, WhatsApp, and Facebook. And today we have an amazing hour lined up for all of you guys. We are going to school you on stories and how to take your stories to the next level. And then we're going to talk to some awesome base creators who are absolutely amazing, and we're going to get them to actually replicate the creative process through stories as well. So without further ado, I'm going to send you guys and introduce you guys to the magicians of stories. This is Alan Holmes, and this is Kelly. Ow!
Hello, everyone.
How you guys doing? Good. Great. All right. How many of you have done an Instagram story before?
Ever.
Good. All right. Who has done a story in the last 24 hours?
Oh, we got a lot of hands.
Ooh, it looks like we might have some experts here.
All right. Well, I'm Alan, and that's Kelly. And this is a slide where we tell you guys to follow us because we're trying to be Insta famous. So.
Follow us. We sometimes follow back.
Yeah, sometimes. Depends on if you're good or not. No, we're going to be your professors this afternoon. So Story School is kind of birthed out of the fact that we didn't realize that a lot of people actually don't know some of the amazing tools that are in stories. And so as Kelly and I are both story a lot, and we're working at Instagram and Facebook, we're like, wow, we could really teach a lot of the people internally, and then it ended up externally. We can teach you guys how to use stories in a lot of different ways. In fact, like Carolyn Everson, the Gap CMO is on their Story School, and then Kelly is like prolific and amazing at stories, and she teaches it all the time. So we do this thing where we go around and we talk about stories and we show stories. You guys are going to be blown away by some of the stuff that we're going to show you.
It looked like you guys use it often, but I think there will be things we show you that will surprise you and
Absolutely.
hopefully up your story game just a little bit.
Absolutely. Quick note as we go through this, I want you guys to like paradigm shift really quick into thinking about stories as a creation platform instead of like just something that you upload every day. So all the things that we're going to teach you, they can be applied to ads or any sort of content that you want to post anywhere else. So you can save your story and use it. This is an example of of ESPN, worked with RGA, and they uploaded all of their clips into stories, used everything they learned in Story School, and then they used it in their out-of-home, they used it in their YouTube, they used it everywhere else. So just really quick note that everything that you learned today can be used outside of stories. This is the curriculum. You guys ready?
We have 30 minutes with you guys to do school. We will see what we get through. It sounds like you guys are pretty good, so we might be able to flip through some of the freshman year stuff. We'll try to get as far as we can, and we'll even do some live demos up here on stage.
Okay, so everyone pull out your phone. Very few times in presentations they're like, get out your phone, because they're usually like, laptops down, everybody pay attention. But today, we're going to actually ask you to follow along and use Instagram. Get out your phone. It's really hard to tell if you're following along when you're looking at your phone, so nod. I don't know if you like slipped into your DM or if you're like emailing.
You just got a really juicy text message. We don't know.
So please do like this if we ask. So we need to know if you're tracking, and then raise your hand if you have a question. Just let us know. Sweet orientation.
So hopefully you guys know some of this. It sounds like you create stories all the time, so we'll be able to breeze through it. But just to get everyone familiar with the interface. Your current story where you can look. Everyone else, we call that your story tray. So that's everyone you follow where their stories will be. Of course, then you also have normal feed.
I'll be your Vanna White.
Amazing. Thank you, Alan. Your story's camera. You can also just swipe right, get to the camera, and then your direct messages, of course, is on the other side. We call those DMs. So if we say someone's sliding into your DMs throughout this, know that we mean someone is sending you a direct message.
That's what the kids say.
And then you go into stories. Of course, you have your story settings, the camera, all of these things at the bottom that we'll get into more thoroughly throughout. But just to get everyone familiar with the tools, at the bottom is where you'll have the different camera options. And then, of course, press for a photo, press and hold for a video. And here we get into some more fun stuff like the pin tool at the top, stickers, text. This save button will come in handy later. It's a really, really nice tool to use in story creation. Make sure you know where that is.
And then we're going to be talking a lot about text drawing and stories. So just make sure when you take a video or a photo that you know that that's up there.
All right, who's ready to get into it?
Yeah, that was the boring part. Now it gets fun. Ready? All right. Freshman level. Text and color. All right, so everybody pull out your phones and take a photo of us.
Do it with us.
And tag us. You can take a photo or a
tag
video.
us, whatever.
At Holmes, at Snyder. It's our last names. Okay, got it? Okay, now, everybody knows, right, that you can swipe left and right to get different filters. It's like how
Like
Instagram
OG
started.
Instagram, right? Your filters.
Nod your head, you got it?
Everyone good? Okay.
Everyone good? Okay, cool. And then you can add text. Everybody knows that? Go ahead, Kel.
All right. So you can tap anywhere on the screen to add text. You can also type that text button up at the top. What you guys have probably realized is that now with text, there are some different options available to you. So you can also type that in the middle. That slider bar on the left-hand side, a lot of people don't realize that if you slide that up and down, you can make the text bigger, smaller. It will start to auto-stack, auto-unstack as you slide up and down.
You can align it too. So if you type a lot of things, if you have like 6 or 7 words, when you tap the left and the right, you can. It gives it more of an editorial feel. We've all been in Microsoft Word, and we've all done Align. Same thing.
Now we get into the fun part with some more fonts. So who here has played with these new fonts and is loving them? Raise of hands. Yes, absolutely. They're so much fun. So it's fun to play with them, mix them up in your stories, start to see what looks good. A lot of opportunities available there. The next thing we get to is color. Most people know you have the default color tray at the bottom.
Yep. So you have like those, 8 colors. Did you know that if you slot, these videos aren't playing. Uh-oh. Oh, well. Oh, there we go. Sweet.
All right.
So everybody type something that's about like 6 words long. Are the videos going to play? Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so you type in these colors. Did you know that if you swipe right, there's more colors? You guys know that? Head nods?
Head nods? Okay. Get your millennial pink, hunter green, grayscale.
50 Shades of Grey. This is the
50
joke
Shades
she
of Grey.
usually uses, but I guess not today.
Being appropriate, we're on live.
True. And then you tap and hold really hard. Did you guys know that there's a multi-color selector there?
Opens up an expansive color palette. Did you guys catch that?
So if you tap and hold, it goes into this.
Everyone doing it? Head nods. Are you guys all changing the colors of your words right
She's
now?
excited.
Okay, you got your custom color? All right. This next thing we're going to show you is probably one of my favorite tools here. So that eyedrop tool, who here has seen that and been like, what does that thing do? Probably a lot of people. This is exactly what it does. Press play.
Oh, there we go.
It will match the color of your text to anything in the background. So this is fantastic if you have a really custom theme you're going for, or if you're working for a brand and you want it to match exactly the color you have of a product or a logo. It's an awesome tool.
And then the effects tool, you guys use this, right? So a lot of times, let's be honest, like you take a photo, it's very busy, it's not as clean as this, and it's hard to read the text. It's hard to read text over like a moving image. So you tap the thing in the top left, we call it color blocking and color effects, and it adds a kind of filter behind the text so that you can read it easily.
And you might start to realize you played around with those typefaces. We talked about how great they are. Not all of them allow for this. So it's the strong and the classic where you can do the background.
All right, here's where we get fun. You guys know how to select text in your text messages or email? So if you use that same feature, you select the color selector, make the background one color, and then select the actual text itself. You can change the color of the text and keep the background the same, just like this.
Everyone try that.
Have you guys seen that? Like people doing this with their brand. So like it goes from, because right when you type yellow, it goes to this, but maybe you want it yellow and black. So
Black
then
and
you
yellow.
select the actual text itself and you change that. Everyone following? Got it?
Head nods, head nods. Okay, cool. Who's ready for a little hack?
Hack
We're going to
sound.
start to combine some of the things we just showed you. So the tools that you're going to start to build. All right. We just said that you press and hold like on your phone when you're doing text messages or emails. You're going to use that here. You are also going to use the expansive color palette that we showed you. So you're going to be combining those two things together.
All right, have you guys seen the gradient hack that people have been doing in stories? This is how you do it. So exactly what Kelly just said. Type something out really quickly.
This
And
takes
then-
2 hands. I'm just letting you guys know. It's
Yeah,
like a
so-
two-handed trick.
Put your snacks down. You're gonna need your hands. So you're gonna type something out, something about like 5 letters, just like this, and then you're gonna hit select all. And then with 2 fingers, you're going to, while you deselect the text, you're gonna move the finger through the gradient palette. Everyone looks confused. They're like, what? So here's a really good way. Here's how Kelly does it. It's brilliant.
I put the phone down on the table.
You guys see that?
But really what you're doing here, it's like Alan said, simultaneously you're going to deselect the text that you've selected all, and then you're going to scroll across that color palette, and you'll get a rainbow effect. Who got it? Did anyone get it?
Yeah, they got it. Nice. It takes a little bit of practice.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
You guys, I always say this is like the trick that kids are teaching in the back of the bus. If this is story school, this is like the cool kid trick. So
Our KPI is that someone DMs you, like, how did you do that? Like, that's our goal in life. So please upload it. Everybody got it? Looks like they're still trying.
Head nods?
Usually
How are we doing?
Usually we run around and help people, but we're live, so we can't. So, sorry.
Come to us after class.
Yeah.
We'll do
We'll do it.
tutor session. Oh, someone get it? Do you get it?
Kind of. All right,
That's amazing. So we end every lesson with some examples where you start.
He's got it. He's got it. Come up here. Come up here. Let's look at this guy. We got a graduate. Let me see.
What's your name?
JT.
Let's see it, JT. Oh.
Whoa.
Oh my God. Can we see it? We can't see
Impressive.
that probably, but he did it.
Go run up to the camera and put it. No, just kidding. Amazing. We got some star students in here.
Yeah, we do. All right.
All right, so we'll end every lesson with some examples of how we like to combine some of these things. We taught you some stuff that maybe feels basic, like colors, whatever. But now we have some fun. So here's this rewrite. This is something I love to do. You guys have probably noticed these Facebook posters all over. Sometimes I just use that eyedropper tool I showed you to change the background and fill in my new words. So instead of new art projects, we have new lava lamps. Wouldn't that be awesome? And then the gradient text, of course, we just showed you that. And then this is something, the text stacking, that who here has seen this before? It has like almost a shadow block look to it.
Right.
It's it's as easy as it looks. You're going to write one word and then write the exact same word or copy and paste it and then just stack it on top of each other. So it creates that really nice style.
And if you keep going with it, it gives like a 70s vibe. So check that out. All right, drawing.
All right, how's everyone feeling? We're feeling good after text? All right, ready to move on to drawing?
Yeah. Awesome. So drawing. So really quickly, take a photo or something just because I want you guys to follow along. Once you take a photo or
I
video.
feel like there are a lot of photos of us being taken, which is great.
Yeah, tag us. I'll see you on the internet. So make sure when you look up here, you'll get this option, and then you'll see that there's a lot of brush styles. It's almost like Photoshop. So once you take a video or a photo, you can actually tap one of those, and they're all different types of styles. And we're going to go through those really quickly.
The first thing we do want to tell you is that this undo button will be your best friend. I know a lot of people think if you mess up a drawing, you have to delete it and start all over. You don't. Use that undo button at the top left. That'll take away what you just drew because finger painting, finger drawing is not as easy as we remember it being.
I do a lot of hearts in my stories, and I can't ever get the heart right. So undo. I'm like, it takes me like 5 times to get the right heart. You'll see here, I'm trying to draw a worm, and I'm like, undo, undo. And to Kelly's point, it's like, just use that undo as like your best friend.
We do take some time to go through the brushes because a lot of people just go with the default pen and they don't realize how fun all the other brushes can be. This one's my personal favorite, the neon brush. It is what it sounds like, adds that neon effect. So it's really great for drawing attention to things in your story.
And then you have the heart. Have you guys seen this heart brush right here? It's kind of curious because people are like, why is it a heart? Why is there a plus? It's actually a featured brush. And Instagram rolled it out. When they first rolled it out, it was kind of a rainbow brush effect. And then it changed to, now it's chalk. So it's going to be chalk. It's been chalk for a little bit of time, but it's going to change. So make sure you keep your eye on that. It'll always change.
Right. The next thing is our highlighter brush. It's exactly what it sounds like. There we go. So it's that fat tip pen, and it is like a highlighter. So you can kind of see through it. There's some translucency, which is really nice.
Now for the fun stuff. You guys ready? Do you guys all have your photo or video pulled up?
Yes.
All right,
okay.
so select a color. I'm sorry, select a brush, then select a color, and then tap and hold the screen for about 2 seconds, like I did here. Did you guys do it? I saw a couple wows. Oh, you did the highlight. Nice.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
So you can see through it a little bit.
So what this does is it fills the screen for you. So instead of having to color in the whole screen, if you tap and hold, it fills the whole screen. This isn't taught by Instagram. This is like a little bit of a hack. So impress your friends tonight at South by. Also, if you combine that with, you guys know about the eraser tool. If you combine that with the eraser tool, you'll be able to reveal parts of your stories. So it's like Photoshop. So there's layers. So when you add that, then you can erase a little bit of it. which comes in handy if you want to cut someone out of your photo, or you take a selfie and you don't like your friend. We use it a lot. You guys got it? I see a lot
Everyone
of like
Head nods?
Yeah?
Cool.
Sweet. Here's some examples.
So you can even use that hack we just showed with video, which is one of my favorite ways to do it. Like that, to create almost a face in the whole look.
Kelly does this a lot. It's so brilliant. So she'll like fill in the whole thing just like what we taught you, and then she'll use the eraser to write things out and reveal things. So like that was us at CES. And this right here, this is just the eraser. Kelly literally just drew like this and then erased this one and this one. And it looks like magic. Right? Here's some more examples, like tapping to reveal like a celebrity, or using the exact gene color to reveal a. Oh, there we go. All right, stickers.
You guys ready for stickers? All right, so the first thing with stickers is just to start to understand what stickers are available to you. And then you can have some fun. So head nods, everyone knows where the sticker icon is. We're good there. It's like the little Post-it note smiley face guy.
Yep.
Just start to explore a little bit. So you'll first see the interactive ones. I think these ones are super fun. It's like polling, or they change dynamically, maybe if it's weather, hashtag, whatever. The live updating stickers, again, like will change based on where you are. Sometimes you get designs for different cities you're in, so those are super fun to play around with. We have the seasonal stickers. Those change periodically, of course, as well. The mood stickers, I call these the millennial mood stickers because they're like, basic.
Bye. Then we have the artist stickers as well. So we commission artists to have stickers in the sticker tray. They're really fun.
And don't forget the OG of stickers, your emojis. These can also be super fun.
So fun. And then a lot of people don't know this, but if you swipe right on the sticker tray, there's actually a thing that is like, they're like prop stickers. So check those out. They're really fun for selfies. All right.
All right, so with stickers now, everyone, if you still have a photo up, you're still creating your masterpiece, or take a new photo, and let's start to play around a little bit. But the first thing, just start exploring. Go through all those options we just showed you. Create a new scene with the stickers. Something you'll realize is that some stickers have alternate designs. So if you put a sticker on and tap it, it might change from the Instagram colors to almost more of like a grayscale. So that can really help if you have a really custom color palette you're working with.
And then the selfie sticker, which is our favorite. I think it's the most slept on feature in stickers. Do you guys use it? Head nods? No?
No, everyone
What?
is about to
Oh my
take a
God.
selfie right
Open
now.
up stickers, go to the tray and tap that. You're going to be blown away. So it opens the front-facing camera, and it takes a photo of you, and it creates your face.
You can
as
put
a
yourself
sticker.
anywhere you want to be.
Yeah.
I've turned myself into a celebrity before.
Yeah.
It's very easy.
And everyone believed it. Here's an example.
This is the best part of this presentation, and it's because look at how well Alan's face fits onto, this is our coworker Spencer.
It's like some Game of Thrones.
It matches perfectly. It's
Yeah.
so crazy.
So I do a face swap a lot. Sometimes I'll put my face on Kelly, and it doesn't work as well, but our beards match.
And again, those are those prop stickers. So if you take a photo and you're like, oh man, I wanted to use a filter, or I didn't, whatever, you can start to add glasses, hats, and create a new fun look.
You guys know about polling? Head nods? Polling? Have you guys used it? So yes, thank you. So a quick note is that you can change the polls to whatever you want. You can use emojis, and then you can add text. But also something to note is that when you vote, people see it, so be careful. So like when you tap something and you vote, the person who uploaded that story knows how you voted, and then they can share that back. When they share that back, this is a new feature, pretty new feature, to where it creates that same post, and it says like 75% of my followers voted for or 25 voted for ew. So that's something to keep in mind. Sweet.
Okay, so who here has used gift stickers? I see a few hands.
I don't see enough hands.
I don't see enough hands
Yeah,
because
what?
this is the best. The best. All right, so gift stickers are relatively new. They launched, I think, a couple months ago. It's hooked up through Giphy, but everyone go into your sticker tray right now and see if kind of near that selfie camera you'll see something that says GIF, and it has like a magnifying glass, like for searching.
And then you can search through Giphy.
And you can find anything.
So to note, this isn't Instagram. This is a Giphy-owned like search almost. So when you tap that GIF, you can search Giphy for any stickers they have on there. So it's like almost an add-on to Instagram that's like beyond the Instagram API. So you'll find a lot of really fun stuff. We have a friend that just does like whole scenes. Like she'll just do what we taught you earlier and just do a great thing. And then she'll add stickers to create an entire scene. Sweet.
All right, how's everyone feeling? We just got through freshman year. Feeling good?
Are you guys learning? I see a lot of head nods. You guys learning a lot?
Who's posted a story since we started?
Oh, hell yeah. Almost everyone.
All right.
Awesome. All right, now we're going to speed it up a little bit. We graduated freshman level. We go kind of slow in the beginning because we want everyone to be on the same page. Now we're gonna step it up for you sophomores. So Rewind. Have you guys ever used Rewind? Okay, so open up your camera on Instagram, and then look at the bottom. There's an area where you can swipe. That's where you select Boomerang. That's where you select Rewind. That's where you select Stop Motion. So go to Rewind really quickly. Rewind's very simple. It's one of the easiest, most fun things you can do. All you have to do is take a video, and then Instagram reverses it. So some of the stuff that works really well is like gravity. So watch this. I just push this apple off the table. I know it's silly. Story's cool. I get it. But whenever I let go, it looks like I'm magic. It looks like I'm pulling the apple up. So that's really all you have to know about Rewind. Did I miss something, Kelly?
No, that's it. The hardest thing about Rewind is concepting what you want to shoot.
Totally.
Because sometimes with Rewind, you might be breaking something or crashing something, so you only get one shot. So just think it out a little bit. But there are some fun things we've realized with Rewind, like writing is really fun.
Yep.
It looks like a magic eraser, or, putting a jacket on and off looks like it's magically coming onto you. Jumping into a swimming pool.
So fun.
So it really messes with people's minds. It's a super fun party trick.
So basically anything that you can't do in reality with gravity works really well. Stop motion?
Stop motion. Okay, so using the same thing we just showed you by getting into your camera and then looking at the camera modes at the bottom. Does everyone see stop motion? Awesome. That's what we're using here. And what you do with stop motion is you just take a bunch of different photos. You're going to take a bunch of different photos, and what you're going to want to do is create the motion you want in your stop motion. So what I think works really well is objects moving on their own, or someone moving without moving their hand so it looks like they're floating to you. So you're going to create the motion you want, take a photo, and get as many frames as you need to create the full stop motion effect.
And you'll see down here, while he was doing that, I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but it starts to show you all the photos that you took. Just a side note, you could delete photos out of that tray, and you can also kind of look at the photos while he's doing it. So it's a really useful tool inside and outside of Instagram to create stop motion. So you can delete, you can move, you can tap those. So whenever you're done here today, go around and mess around with it. It's a lot of fun. Here's some stuff that people did. We love the fact of using stop motion to create 2 different scenes. Right? That's Annie, she's so smart. Or the New Yorker revealing a new episode.
Yeah, again, objects moving on their own is such an easy way to create a great video. This ransom letter.
Again, it's so simple, right? They just created this with stories in a tripod in 2 seconds. Easy breezy. Face filters.
Face filters? How have we not talked about this yet? It's everyone's favorite.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Do you look familiar?
All right, so yeah. So everyone, you guys, if you want to, you can open your camera, but we all know about face filters, so we'll fly through this. But one thing that you might not know is that you can use filters with friends. So some of the filters, like this one, work with 2 people. Did you guys know that? Head nods? Yeah, they're all duh. But what all the people that nodded their head probably didn't know is that you can turn on a face filter, and then you can add one of the things we just talked about. Stop motion, boomerang, rewind. You can do a lot of really fun things. See, that's a face filter rewind with face filters. I think this is slept on. A lot of people don't realize you can do this.
When you start stacking these features, this is when the DMs just roll in.
Oh, yeah.
Like a like factory.
You're gonna be insta famous. This. Also, motion pinning. Did you know you can motion pin to face filters? This guy knows.
He's I know. I could come teach this
He's
class.
Here, actually. So when you do the face filters, a lot of them have objects moving or ears and fun things. You can pin things to those objects moving. So this is my Monday one. And then finally, you think a face filter, you're selfish. What do you think about yourself? Don't think about yourself. Think about other people. So this is a story that I did where I flipped the camera around and I was walking through Union Square and I was like putting the face on other people. So
Do this at your own risk.
yeah. This is a disclaimer.
Maybe ask for
I looked so
permission.
silly. I was like walking around like Karen. Like, what's he doing? But yeah, I got their permission, by the way. It's fine.
This can be we've turned this into a super fun game, by the way.
Good, yeah.
It's called Guess the Filter, where you turn the camera out and put the filter on someone else, and they have 15 seconds, the length of a story, to guess what filter you have on them.
So she turned it on me last night. I was like, Bunny. She's like, no. I'm like whatever. She's like, no. So you had to try to guess.
Princess. It was Princess.
It was. I'm kind of a princess, so. All right. Congratulations. Junior level.
Woo! All right. Who here has seen a story where it almost looks like there's a sticker or text and it's moving with objects throughout the story? And you're like, how are they doing that? How are these animated?
Oh my God, it's moving?
We're about to teach you.
All right, there's a couple things. Do you guys know how to get into motion pinning? So pull up, take a video really quickly, a slow-moving video, and then pull up.
Pan across.
Yeah, just pan something very slowly.
Yep.
And then type something or add a sticker really quickly, and then tap and hold it. You're going to feel your phone vibrate. It's going to go like,
Is everyone with us?
yeah?
All right.
This one's a little complicated, so you guys get the video,
Have the quick video. Okay, now add text or a sticker, whatever.
add stickers.
Now just press
Got
and
it.
hold either the text or sticker you just added.
So tap and hold, you'll feel it vibrate. Feel it? They're like, no.
Yeah. See, no head nods.
No.
Okay. All right.
So you tap and hold that. Then you enter into pinning mode. That's what we call it. I don't know what
Yep.
it's actually called. But you're going to see down here that there's an area where you can scrub the video. So you're going to be able to know what point in the video that you want to pin the sticker. Play with that a little bit. It's like in QuickTime or YouTube, you can go back and forth. When you get to the point in the video that you want to post, then say
Pin.
pin. Yeah, it's that easy.
So if anyone has tried this before, if you're trying it now, you might realize that pinning ain't easy. It is a little bit complicated to get that object to stick wherever you want it to stick. So we do have some tips for you. The
So-
first one is to look for contrast.
Yep. It's like any algorithm. It's like if you guys have ever worked in post-production, the way that pinning works is it looks for contrast in the pixels. So when you're thinking about pinning, if I were to pin it on a white wall, it's not going to work. But if I pin it to Kelly, who's wearing black, on a white wall, it'll work really well. So the reason that pinning, I know a lot of people are like, how come my pins don't work? It's because you need to pin it to something that has high contrast, or you need to stick it to something that has a nice line for the algorithm.
The other tip we'll give you is to just slow down. A lot of times you see
Yep.
people trying to pin cars zooming fast or someone throwing a ball really fast, and it just doesn't work as well, so slow motion works the best.
Here's some fun examples. Motion pinning, once you master it, it can be a lot of fun. So this is the most simple one, right? Tracking. This is us in CES. Am I in paradise? You can use it to tell a story. Nah, just Vegas. So you can use the motion of your video and pinning to tell a story.
Taking a selfie.
Kelly taking a selfie. Party's great. Kelly introduced
This
me
is
to
a
her.
comedian in New York, so she uses pinning in really unexpected ways to create these faces, and she's like,
It's so funny.
they just get weirder and weirder every time.
I wish we had sound. She's so funny. And it keeps going. This guy, Nathan, you guys follow Nathan? He's so funny. So he just takes videos of pigeons in the park, and then he tells stories. So it's like, this cover band is terrible. You spin me round, round, baby, right round. And it's like, stage dive. So it's
So
great.
good.
You can also use zooming in. So if you zoom in on a story and then you pin, this is right after it came out. If you zoom in on a story and use pinning, that works too. And then this is Kelly.
I'm from Dayton, Ohio. I'm allowed to make fun of it. But basically, you can also pin stuff as you're panning to reveal. So across the video, cows and nice people pop up.
Don't use this slide if you're not from Dayton.
Yeah. Then I'll have to come after you.
All right, we're getting to time, but we're going to fly through because I want to. What else do we want to show, Kel? Live photo hacks are really fun. Do you guys all know about live photos on iOS? Right, so when you take a photo, if you tap and hold it, what a lot of you might not know is that, Kelly?
You can turn that live photo into a boomerang. So you can actually do it now on the new iOS. It'll be in your camera roll too. You have an option for that if you swipe up, but you can do it just in the Instagram app as well. So if you go into stories, you took a live photo. So this is Frances on our team. It was a great photo of her still, but how much better it would be if it was this cute boomerang. So upload the photo you took in live mode And then again, you'll just press and hold with one finger, and you'll almost feel your phone kind of vibrate a little bit, and you'll see boomerang appear, and it will turn that live photo into a boomerang.
I love this because like a lot. I just saw someone go, oh. So I love this because like a lot of times I'll just open my phone when my friends take a photo. You know, you don't always open stories and upload a story. So like the next day, if you have a photo of your kid and he's like walking, you can upload that and make it move. It looks like we have like 10 seconds left, so we should do the live boomerang thing real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys have Boomerang app on your phone? Yeah. Outside of Instagram, like the actual app? If you do, open it really quick. Do these have it? Steven, do these have them on them? The Boomerang app? No? All right, well, open the Boomerang app really quickly.
Follow along on screen.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, so is everyone in the Boomerang app? This is outside of Instagram stories. Okay, cool. You're going to take 4 fingers and tap, is it 4 times? 5 times?
4 times.
4 times. 4 fingers and tap 4 times on the screen. Just tap a bunch. It'll be hard, but it'll eventually come up. You'll get this secret menu that looks just like that.
So if you're a content creator for your brands or just doing stuff with your friends, what this does is it unlocks like 1080p. It unlocks like the frame rate. You can literally play around with Boomerang a lot more, which allows you to create. Oh, by the way, if you're take a photo of that really quick. This is like the preferred preferences of what we usually do, but it allows you to make people levitate. Have you guys ever seen somebody like doing a boomerang where they're like kind of like it's like moving really quickly? That's how they do it. He looks silly, but. And then also you can do longer ones. So if you work in hair or beauty, you can take like a very long boomerang, and you can it gives you higher quality and lets the boomerang move. So 4 taps. If you have questions about that, hit us up afterwards. Should we keep going? Wrap it up? Okay. So there's a lot of things that you can learn. Should we just tap through it and make everyone jealous? Save and upload, motion pinning, a screen recording, which, by the way, if you don't have screen recording turned on, this is like a must.
This is the
Kelly
secret
crushes
weapon.
this. So this is Kelly's story right here. So she is, yeah. So you can use Instagram while you screen record to create like an animatic almost. And we have how to do that too. And then here's some applications that we use.
You might want to take a photo of this, but once you are to the advanced level and you think, you know what, I can up my story game even more, you can start to use some editing apps that exist outside of Instagram.
Plotograph being our favorite, of course. Sweet. Okay.
All right.
Save us from the awkward silence.
Yeah, we'll be back in just a minute, but we have some local creators, Austin-based creators coming up here to speak with you, and it's going to be excellent, so stick around.
Stick around. Don't move. I'll find you.